Why are the alumni and administrators of the prestigious Doon School in Dehradun at odds? Well, it is all about a major change. The all-boys school is considering transitioning to a co-educational system, something that could reshape its future. The idea behind this shift is to align with evolving societal norms and stay relevant in today's changing educational world. But here's the catch. A large section of its alumni are strongly opposing the move. They argue that turning Doon School into a co-ed school would risk undermining its core identity and its rich 90-year-old legacy. In fact, the class of 63 in a letter said that the all-boys environment at the school helps students focus without gender-related distractions, and transitioning to a co-education school could unpredictably shift the school's cultural atmosphere. I am Fariha Iftikhar, and let me tell you a little more about Doon School first. Established in 1935, the Doon School is one of India's foremost all-boys boarding schools, celebrated for its rigorous academics, leadership development, and focus on holistic growth. Although the school is strictly all-boys, exceptions are made for the daughters of staff members and teachers. Over the decades, Doon has produced a distinguished network of alumni who have excelled in diverse fields including politics, the armed forces, bureaucracy, journalism, and the arts. Notable figures include India's 6th Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, Odisha's 4-time Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, and the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. Business leaders like Ajit Narayan Haksar and Analjit Singh, novelist Amitabh Ghosh and Vikram Seth, fashion designer Tarun Tehlani, and Olympic champion Abhinav Bindra. Now, what is the recent development at the school? On March 17, the headmaster of the school, Dr. Jagpreet Singh, emailed a document titled Doon Co-ed Narrative to the members of the Indian Public School Society (IPSS), a non-profit body that oversees the institution, requesting their feedback and suggestion. The headmaster emphasized the importance of engaging in an open dialogue on the proposed co-education transition. The document emphasized that globally, many leading boys' schools have made this shift. It notes that most of these schools have become progressively inclusive, dropping religious, racial, and gender constraints, highlighting that in 1935, when the school was established, a boys-only boarding school was a natural setting and a good preparation for a life dominated by men in universities and workplaces. However, it now says that the alumni of Doon schools of today need to prepare to enter a workforce and a society where women are equal peers and engage with emotional maturity with women both in professional and personal lives. The document went on highlighting the recent studies show no significant advantage of single-sex education, especially in boys-only setting, over co-educational environments. It highlights growing concerns over toxic masculinity and emphasizes that bullying should not be seen as an acceptable byproduct of camaraderie and trust binding in close-knit communities. The document highlighted the changing educational landscape of India and said that many parents are sending their children to co-ed boarding schools abroad, particularly in the UK and US, to prepare them for overseas university admissions. International schools like Dhirubhai Ambani in Mumbai are also competing with strong placements. It says that in this rapidly evolving educational landscape, Doon must urgently review its educational model for relevance. Why are the alumni resisting? In their representation to the headmaster, 23 out of 34 members of the class of 1963 Alumni Association emphasized that single-sex schools offer tailored teaching methods that address boys-specific learning styles and developmental needs. It says that the Doon School has perfected an educational model over the past 90 years, focusing on nurturing young men's strength, emotional growth, and leadership skills. The class of 1959 also sent a collective statement against the proposal, calling it a dangerous precedent with no reversal mechanism. They say that Doon's identity is not merely a matter of policy but of legacy. The school is a role model, not a follower. The statement further stated that a comprehensive study was conducted in the past over the feasibility of making Doon a co-educational institution. It highlights that the conclusion was unequivocal While co-education is an evolving global trend, the campus of Doon School itself is not suited for a transition due to infrastructural, faculty, financial, and positioning constraints. Alumni have also raised concern about the infrastructural limitation of expanding the school to accommodate both the genders. However, in its concept note, the school stated that while it has been assessed that this institution can accommodate just under 700 students, the overall student body will be kept between 650 and 700 to ensure no additional ground space is required and facilities remain at the current level. That's all from me for now. Keep watching The Print for more news updates.